going to come in at 11:11. So I've been speaking to him this morning, and I said, I don't know what you want to tell people. And he said that I want to be able to tell people a few things that's going on, clear up a few things, and just give people some hope. So you can ask me questions here if you like. You can down in the comments put some questions while I'm channeling, and I'm going to start asking him what it is that he wants to speak to you about, what it is that he has to tell the world, to tell Earth, to tell anybody that wants to hear. He said that he's been working with the Pleiadian High Council, so they're going to give messages through him. And I said to him, what is it that you really want to talk about? And he said, I want to talk about mostly about where we're at and what's going on in Earth. Thanks, Veronica. It's actually faded. It used to be a really pretty pink, but it's faded. So it's 11:11. So let's get started. So hold on to your heart space. I've had to do some grounding this morning. The energies are really intense, and I'm going to ask Commander Ausher of the First Fleet to come in and explain who he is, what he does, and how he's my father. So just let him come in. Are you there, Commander Ausher, Father? Yes, I'm here. So your role is a commander of a ship or lots of ships. I'm commander of 10 different fleets. I am the first fleet. I am commander of the first fleet, so I have my own fleet, but there's 10 other fleets that I oversee. And what do your fleets do? We are the peacemakers, so we go through the galaxies and we do all the peacemaking exercises. We work with the warrior ships as well. A lot of them are on our fleets. They go out onto space missions, but we are basically peacemakers in the galaxy. We come in peace and we work with peace and love. We're a very vibrational love peacemakers that work with others that are struggling, other planets, other galaxies. We work with them, and you'll see that there's not just one galaxy but many galaxies, and those galaxies are very far away, so we go away for long periods of time. Okay, so how did you come to be the first commander? I was promoted from a flight attendant through to flight commander through to higher roles. We get promoted as we go out and do good in service. So my role was promoted to me through a period of time. That's a very senior role, and I oversee a lot of crews. I see a lot of ships and fleets, and we make sure that we have plenty of meetings to keep everyone up to date on where they are and what they're doing. It's a big responsibility, but you and Mary, you understand I love my role. I'm always in service. I get that. So the ships that you're on, do you see many of the people that I work with here on Earth? Are we communicating with you and on your ships? Oh yes, all the time. I see you lots of times. Your people come aboard. They do great work. They're working with my crews. We're very thankful for them, and they are very good at what they do. They have been selected from the very beginning. They're very top-notch, got great abilities to do the work that they do and come back to Earth and be in a position where they don't remember. But however, I am here to tell you today, your memories are being activated and your roles are being activated as you go into the new Earth. You will soon know who you truly are and what you're really doing. These missions that you're going on has been saving Earth for many centuries, and you are just part of it. Okay. Why have their memories been wiped when they come back? protect them mostly, because some of it is too hard to believe. You've got to understand your earthlings are compiled by many programs, many controls that you've had over the years and through your schooling. And so therefore we have to be very careful what we give you to remember. However, in your case, you do remember very clearly. We give you tidbits as well. But you will be surprised once you understand just how much work you've been doing on the ships too, Amelia. Okay. But I do remember my meetings. I do remember what I see and the people I see. Oh, yes, there's some of the good things, but there's some serious stuff you do as well. Okay. Do we ever get to stay on the planets overnight? Oh, yes, your time is only an illusion on Earth. When you're with us, time is longer. You're doing a lot more in that time span. And will we remember these visits? Oh, yes, you will. Yes, yes, for sure. Yes. Many of you have family here. The Pleiadians have been around for a very long time, and they have huge service roles here in the galaxies, on the planets, and especially on Earth. So there's a very big, long lineage of mixture there. And so a lot of you are connected to many families here. Okay. Does anyone have any questions before I ask him what he wants to say to the world? Do you have any messages for Earth? Yes, I have many messages for Earth. We are here to work with you guys. We're coming in teams now to work with you people. We are working with you in your sleep state, but we will be waking you and working with you when you're awake as well. You'll start to see us, you'll start to know us. There is much to be done. Earth still needs a lot of work to do. She is ascending very fast, but there's still a lot of cleanup to do. There's a lot of work to do with the people. People are going to have great awakening, and they're going to need your support and help. We're coming to support you. Remember that everything that you do, we do for you as well, because it reflects how we live. We are living in galaxies that are also under many controls, and therefore what you're doing on Earth is clearing that energy for the rest of us in our galaxies to work and be much clearer in what we do and what we face in our futures. Okay, any questions, people? Who's online? Please let me know who's there. Can't see, it's gone very still, the comments. Hi, Nathan. Do you have a question? Can you tell us, Commander, what are we going to be doing in the future around finances? We hear that Jasara and the banking system is going to change overnight. Can you tell us when all that is going to be happening and will be supported by silver and gold? Oh, yes, it's all ready to go. As you know, you've been speaking with Miley, and it's all under control. Files and systems are ready to go. Digital packages are ready to go. Don't listen to your banks. They're only causing fear with you. They're panicking because they know they have to close down soon. But yes, it's going to be rolled out very shortly, and then things will change in the way that you live and the way that you are supported. Financially, everyone will be off salary base and be earning in a way of abundance. So how does that work for us? Well, you will be paid, but it will be through the services that you do in your job. So you'll be looked upon and given as an abundance. So it'll be a different vibration. It won't be enslavement like you've had, where you have to go to work to earn money. You will just be given money to be able to support yourselves and do the work that you want to do, but you must do the greater good. It must not be ego driven. It must be from heart center. And is this coming soon? Oh yes, it's coming very shortly. But do not fear, you are not going to miss out. Nothing's going to get lost. People are worried about having to withdraw money. They don't have to do that because it'll all just switched over. Do you remember the time when you were all in fear about your computer systems shutting down in the year of 2000 and everyone was worried and they were withdrawing money and hiding things? It will be the same as that. We will just switch things over in the back end. Don't worry, Emiria, everyone is protected. Your group is protected. Everyone has the golden light of protection. God has his hand on this. Remember this. This has been playing out for a very long time. Thank you. Thank you, Ausher. Hi, Teresa. Ausher, Veronica wants to know if there will be an EBS. Oh, yes, there'll be many forms of communication, but not how you hope to see it. It will be mainstreamed. Yes, it will. And most people will hear and see the truth. The truth is going to be revealed over a period of time, and it will be many forms of communication. The EBS system will be used, but it won't be used in the way that you expect it to be used. And it will be on short periods of time where people will have to sit and listen. There will be footage on your TV screens. There'll be footage on your phones. But most importantly, you will have to sit and listen and then help the others that hear the news. The EBS is controlled by the quantum system, so it cannot be hacked. And I have already seen it operating, and it is okay. It's not going to be like they have been telling you from the 3D matrix. This is going to be soft and gentle to help others get through. It's not going to be harsh. It's all about heart space, remember. Us, the galaxies, the galactics, the angels and the ascended masters that are working on all of these things, it's all from heart space. There will not be hurt like they are telling you from the 3D matrix. Okay. Thank you. Will people know the truth about the Queen? Yes, they will be shown the truth about the Queen and the royal family and the wrongdoings that they are doing. Will we have royal families going forward? No, all royal families are being dissolved. They are being dissolved so that you are the sovereigns. They are not the sovereigns. You will never have to look up to others again and be under their control. You're free. Like you said, Emiria, on the day that she was announced died or death, you are free. You are all free. Okay. And will the public be shown some of the crimes that she's committed in detail? Oh, yes, they'll know. They'll know for sure. So you see, we're here to protect all of that. We're here to work with you people. We are here to help you to guide others. We, the Pleiadians, are of high vibration frequency. We love you people. We do not want to see you get hurt. We do not want to see you in pain. Veronica's asking who will be the next president. Well, that's an interesting question because the president role no longer exists. Okay, can you explain that? The corporation has been dissolved that was running the role of president. So there will never really be a real president again. They will be called something else. However, to keep the movie going that you are all watching at the moment, they will allow Biden to be in again so that they can show people his arrests and his wrongdoings. So it looks like at this point, if the plan goes ahead, the guy that they're calling Biden is the one that will be shown. But there will never be a president of the US again. As they always said, Trump was the last president of the US. That was predicted. There is a new communication coming out shortly about this, and you will hear about it before the end of this year. Okay. So President Trump, his role, what's his role now? Because I've seen him on ships with the Pleiadians. I've seen him in the meetings. Oh, yes, he's been on my ship. I've seen him on my ship. He's a good man, very good man. And you work with him. Many of you work with him. Okay. He's working with many divisions of the alliance, of the military. The world is run by military at the moment. It is run by what you call the white hats, but it's also controlled by the galactics and the alliance. And so therefore we are helping control the world at the moment. And what will his role be in future? Oh, he will have a very top role in the future. It'll be a new name. And he will have many beneath him. Many countries will be divided into sections, and these sections will become areas as you have described. So we'll be splitting the countries up as the world and earth become smaller. And so you'll have leaders for those areas, but the people will tell the leaders what they want. The leaders will listen. The world will be a different place, Ameria. We promise you that. The children will be saved. I know this is big on your heart, and we want you all to know the children have been saved. Most are really healing and doing well. They will be seen, they will come back, and the world will be a different place. When you see the children come back, you know the world has changed for the good. The positive vibration of the 5D to 7D matrix will be completed, and you'll be living freely. I want to ask you about the houses that we're going to see in the future. I have channeled and seen that there's going to be pyramids in the houses. There's going to be chakra energy of color. Oh, yes, you will be using chakra energy in your new homes and pyramid energy and healing rooms. Absolutely, you will. You'll also have many beds, which are the technology that we use for healing. So you are calling them med beds, but the mini beds. And we will be having them in your home where you have your own little technology panel and you can do your own self-healing. Yes, there was a depopulation agenda, and that was on the 3D matrix line. We've shifted from that timeline. That has been dissolved. Some people have already helped with that in your group. They have been working on the warrior ships and dissolving that. All governments have been dissolved. What you're seeing is a fake government. So can you tell me about our food source? How's that looking for the future? It is all going to be organic food in the future. You will go back to the simple way of living. There will be no preservatives. There'll be no food coloring, which is causing your bodies to get cancer. And this is why our medbed technology is going to be very important for you, because there's been a lot of damage in your bodies from different forms of pollutants in your home, from chemicals to molds to dust to parasites. This has all created huge illnesses in your bodies. And so we are going to be helping with that once the medbed technology is on offer to you. You will then change the way you live, the way you eat, and the way you drink. And what will the crime be like? Will crime stop. If you're living on the 5D to 7D timelines, there will be no crime. There'll be no need for crime because there will be love and harmony and peace. It'll be your new heaven on earth. So will we have police? Yes, you will still have police to monitor things, to keep you safe, to keep you guarded, to do other roles. Their roles will change. They will not be controlled by the dark forces, which they have been in the past. The new police forces will be recruited through the military. So you told me about the quantum phones. You've told me that they're going to be rolled out through the military. So military will roll out most things by the sounds of it. Oh, yes, absolutely. It has to be done fairly. Leah asked, why are the wisdom teeth being removed? The wisdom teeth are connected to the heart chakra. There you go, Leah. So it takes the joy and the love from you. So if we have infected wisdom teeth and they are connected to our gums that give us pain, why do we have to have them removed? Well, you see, the thing is, the wisdom teeth were connected to your heart chakras in the very beginning, but since you have evolved, your mouths have changed. The shape of your mouths has changed. Your mouths are smaller than what they used to be. In the beginning of time, you had bigger mouths, you had bigger palates. And so therefore there's no room for them to come through, which causes the infection. And so they get removed. And the whole reason of them being removed is taking the love and the heart chakra energy away from you, like many other surgical procedures that they do on you down there. They do so many procedures that are not needed. And therefore they're taking a certain part of your energy away, which is affecting your ascension. They tried to slow your ascension down in many forms, including surgeries. And that makes sense. They tried to control the divine feminine from coming through with all the forms of surgeries they do on women concerning breasts and uterus. You women have been through torture over generations, and this is about to stop. Okay. Is there any other messages you have for everyone here? Oh, yes. As the months start to roll over to the end of the year, you will be connected to your higher self. You'll be connected to your mission. You'll be connected to your roles moving forward. You will have great source to help you, to help reveal your roles and what you've been doing with the galactics or the angels. Most of you who've been working with the angels will start working with your angels a lot closer and a lot clearer. You'll be able to speak with them more and see them more. Whereas in our case with the galactics, you'll be coming aboard the ships and be well aware of your work and your missions that you have been selected to do. You will all be healed from the surgeries and everything that you've had and gone through in the past once we land on Earth. We can take you aboard our ships, or we can offer you the technology, and everything that has been removed from your body will be replaced. Your bodies will be younger and at a better state so that they continue to live for a very long time. There is yet a lot to do with this group of people. You'll be here for a long time making New Earth, because what you do on New Earth will reflect to the rest of the galaxies. You have received a very special mission, and this mission is a long mission. This is only the beginning, because the awakening of it is only your realization that you're on a mission. You have to complete your mission yet, if that makes sense. Okay. So it's showing me like we're in preschool stage. So we're in kind of like preschool stage. We've all awakened. We're starseeds, we're light workers, and we're doing the work now. He said, you're doing very, very well. But the problem is we have got our missions to complete in New Earth yet. What we do in New Earth and the way we run New Earth is the way that they want us to have New Earth to reflect to the rest of the galaxies, because everyone's going to live in peace and harmony. So we're only in the preschool stage at the moment. So it's going to get busier. Our roles are going to get busier, but we're going to not be tired. We're not going to be enslaved, because we're going to be happier. He's saying, yes, that's right. You're going to be a lot happier because you're going to be doing from heart energy, not enslavement and not from programming. And he's pointing to his head and he said, there's so much programming that's still got to be wiped from your DNA. You need to do an activation to remove the programming. We need to do an activation to remove programming. Leah's asking about mental issues when we get all our healings. Yes, we will. Yes, most of them are implants. The implants will be removed. Implants from watching. A lot of the people today have serious implant issues from watching electronic games, gaming. He said gaming is of the dark gateway. He said it is shocking what it's doing to people because it's turning them into robots. He said if you go to certain countries in the world where they just live for gaming, you can see they're just robotic. It's implants. See, you have a lot of work to do, people. Now, what you don't understand about the medbed situation is that when you have a medbed or any kind of healing in the future, you must be open to receiving. You can't just go in with a closed mind. You have to do the work as well. You have to envision what you want for yourself. You have to be in the right frequency, and you have to be willing to accept and open your heart to it, and then the healing will happen. So you must be open to it. You must understand what is happening to you. It's like when you go into your hospitals for surgery and you sign permission, you must give permission for it, but you're also approving of it. You accept it. You understand this is a different type of energy frequency that you're going to be going in for healing. Okay. Any other messages? Just that this is the time to come together and be together and stick together. Stay in the heart chakra space. Stay calm. Stay away from 3D matrix. Stay away from 4D matrix. Concentrate on your energy and your frequency and be in the frequency of love light. Ask for our guidance. We are here. We're always trying to help you and give you assistance. You need to learn to understand your role. And this is going to be a big wake-up call for many of you when you understand what missions you have been on and what you are to do in the future. We want you to know that this portal is opening where this energy of light force is coming, and you will be made to remember. And so therefore you need to be ready. You need to be accepting. You need to clean up your act. A lot of you are in a stage of filth. We call it filth because it's so much programming, so much darkness is still around you. There's the habits of watching your TV, your mainstream media, smoking, drinking. Those kind of things are not good for your frequency. We do not do it as the galactics. The ascended masters do not do it. God himself does not do it. So why are you doing it? We want you to be of the highest frequency, so this can be your freedom, your sovereignty, and your love light. Okay, you heard him. Okay, we'll take one more question. Any more questions, guys? I want to know about the animals. So this is my question. My concern is the animals, the injured, the animals. I've got a injured animal here. What is happening with the animals, and how can we help them in the future? The wildlife. I knew you were going to ask me about this. Yes, the wildlife. Oh, Maria, you and your wildlife connection is so beautiful to watch. And so many of you are now being in tune with your wildlife, your birds, your animals that come to your homes. They're finding you. They're coming to the light to be healed, to be looked after, and to be messengers to help you create what you're going to be doing in service. They are very high vibrational animals that are now starting to come out from hiding. You will start to see the frequency within them and understand the work that they do with you. They will all be healed. They are healing. And yes, you must play light language and sing long, high frequency music to them so that they can also heal. Do this to your plant life, to your gardens, to your flowers. Anything of high frequency is going to help you as well. Okay. Is there anything else we can share? Anyone got another question? I come through strong, I come through hard, but that is because of my training, and because I am a commander, I come through with discipline. Okay. We're very proud of the work that you are all doing and what you're achieving. But remember, this is only the beginning and you still have a lot of learning to do. Most of you are learning to drop your ego and be in your heart space, but there's still a little way to go. And as you start to learn and create and become that person that you truly are, this is when the truths will come, who you are and your true mission, with this great light force coming in after the new portal openings. We are so proud of what you are able to achieve in your space and your time. And we understand some of you must be in working positions and some of you in service. But remember, we watch you and we give you support from afar. Thank you. Thank you. Don't worry, as the earth changes and the world changes around you, you are protected and you are safe. You'll be in the right places at the right time. We will take care of you. Okay. As everything starts to crumble, as you see borders are opening, travel is back to normal almost, you will see the world change greatly. Okay, he's showing me the earth, and he's showing me how closer everything's coming. He said the earthquakes are creating the world to become closer and more dense and more smaller. And like I said, the borders are all going to be part of each other's. There'll be no borders. He's saying that he's showing there's no bridges, there's no borders. You'll all be connected. You'll be free to travel wherever you want to in the world. And he's showing me that once you get off a plane or whatever, you don't have to worry about having visas and things like that. You can live anywhere freely. The lockdown showed people the life that they want. And that was why we had to do it in many ways. We had to wake people up to show them that they needed more freedom. And that's what they didn't have. Okay. Show me less water, so less ocean space. So the earth is coming in closer. Are we flat or are we round? The oval, like that, like an almond. So it gives the flat appearance, but you're oval. Master Orbit from my Arcturian science, he could see it looking flat from where he was. That's because it's oval. So it's not round, it's oval. Okay. That explains why everything's coming in and more dense. Yes. And there's land that you don't even know about that's rising. These are the new crystals and the pyramids, and everything that's been hidden from you is rising. And you light beings, you are the ones that are holding and grounding that frequency so that it can happen. This is why the ascension is so painful and you have so many pains and aches and things, because you're holding that light energy in your bodies to help the earth ascend and do that change so that the world will look different to you, that will be available to travel freely and be in closer contact to people. Flight distance will change. Weather patterns will change. Weather will be more similar. Time will change. Criminal records. Well, it depends on, he's saying, depends on what dimension you want to be in. You have to choose and change your lifestyle. So do you want to be in the 3D, the 4D, or the 5D? The 3D will disappear and people will live there and it will be like a hill. And then there'll be the 4D, which will be floating in between, and then the 5D, 7D higher frequency. So it's timelines. Which timeline do you choose to be in? There's so much more land, so much more land. That's what he's saying. He doesn't know about the ice wall. Again, it can be programming. He said, we don't know about the ice wall, but we do know there's more land and it's hidden under the ocean, which is going to be rising. Oh, good. We'll see it in our meditation, the underwater meditation. Yes, you will. I have 2 trees that appear to have died. Will they be healed? Which is in New Zealand. Okay. He's showing me chemicals falling from the sky and it's fallen on them and it's harmed them. Can they grow again? Can they come back? Can they be healed? Oh, yes, 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 yes. He's saying, yes, he's showing me what you have to do. You have to cut them right back. And he said you have to put something on the open branches where they've been cut to heal them. Is there a product? He said put lots of manure around the base of the tree, and where the branches get cut, paste something on them, some sort of healing paste. He said it's a herb, it's a spice. You need to find out, you need to research it online. He doesn't know what it's called on Earth, and they will come back. The root system is still alive. So you have to, he's showing me the root system under the ground. Remember when you did the ancient forest meditation, the root system down the bottom is still alive and healthy. That's why if you put manure around the base, cut the branches back, it will come back. And what he's showing me, they'll have new shoots, but you have to find out what it's a spice and you mix it like a paste. You find it in the kitchen cupboard. He's showing me, he's opening a cupboard and showing it. So you have to go research it. You have to go look online. So the whales and the dolphins are going to know about this land. He's just showing me the water, sorry. Yes, the whales and the dolphins are going to show us where the land is. Yeah. They're going to direct us to where all the spare land is. They know where it is and they have the codes to enter there. And he said with these new portals opening up and the energy of land moving, the new water space and the new land that's there that needs to rise is going to come up. He said the US and Canada are going to become one. There's not going to be any water as much between them. He said they're coming in closer. Canada will get dense, smaller, coming closer to the US, and he's showing me New Zealand and Australia coming closer, and he said the white and New Zealand's going to become wider, so there's more land on the sides of New Zealand that's got to rise from underwater. So it's a lot wider. He said it'll become the Pacific where you live in that region will be more Lemurian energy, which is what they hope New Earth to be, back in the Lemurian energy. He said Europe is changing. Europe will be smaller. And the truth will come out about the British, the UK. So the UK was originally one of the more historic places, and the truth about that's going to come out. He's saying there's a lot that has been hidden about the land of UK, and he's pointing to UK, Wales, Scotland, and Ireland. And that truth will come out. All right, anything else? The new medicines that are coming, he's talking about the new medicines, and the new medicines everyone's going to know about and understand and start working with them, especially light workers. This is going to be part of our mission, helping to bring them out to the world and showing people the new medicines and how they're going to work and the miracles that they can do for you, help your bodies come back to the way they should have been, because they've been infiltrated so much with chemicals. He's saying there's so much chemicals in your bodies and on your skin. Your eyesight, your vision will be corrected. You won't need glasses as much because your eyesight, your vision is going to be corrected to the way it should have always been. Yes, we're going to show you the ships very soon. He said, we're taking you on the ships and you were going to activate that memory so you can see where you've been and what you've been doing on those ships. Some of you play very big parts on the ships. He's showing me where he sits in the commander's seat. And he said, we don't sit up straight on the ships, we sit tilted back that way. So we sit tilted back, and he said he's showing me where he sits up in the main station part. He said this is where we sit, and there's big screens, and then there's big windows, and there's space out there, and he's showing me how they use the controls, and most of the controls are used telepathically, but then there's all these other panels up here, and they're all flashing, and they're touching them, and there's a crew of about 10 in this one space. And you will get that memory, you'll see it again and understand how it feels. Show me. He said it's exciting work and we love it. That's why we work from our heart center. And this is what you need to learn to do, is to understand you need to work truly from your heart center, not through fear of going without, fear of not being able to support yourself. Heart center work is so totally different, and you'll come to understand this. He said there's a lot of fake light workers out there, and he said be very careful who you listen to, because they're there to give you misinformation. He said keep track on your own inner self work and do what you need to do to get yourself through this period and to make yourself a better person, and to stop the programming and take away all the implants and programs from yourself. Just live a pure life. Stop listening to the misinformation that's been put out there to throw you off track and to keep you enslaved in the 4D matrix. Limit yourself to social media each day. Well, a lot of our group are now just talking in their own separate rooms. They're not really doing a lot of scrolling on Facebook. That's good. He said, because a lot of the apps that you are working with will go eventually, especially Instagram, and a few of the other ones will be going because they no longer will be serving the people. Okay. I must go. He's got to go now. I must go now. I have service call, and I thank you for your time and your patience and for allowing me to transmission this information to you. He said, I'm truly grateful to be able to come in contact directly with you instead of our one-on-ones. He said, I'm always here and available. All you need to do is ask for my help and my teams and my fleets, and we can help you. We are truly grateful. Well, thank you, Ausher, for the transmission coming through today. I appreciate all that you do. He said, no, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being my daughter and doing the work that you're doing for us. We sent you there to do this work. We gave you permission to go freely and to work in the earth energy and to make it what it is and to be a part of this. And you report back to us and we see you anyway. It's not like we're really apart. No, we're not apart. Thank you for your transmission today, and thank you to the Pleiadian High Council for supporting you being here today. Thank you. We honor you. We honor you too. Thank you. Okay, guys, that's it. He's got to go. So thank you so much for listening. I hope that's helped and given you a few answers. He asked me to channel today, so I've come in and done my service role as I normally do. I do hope it's been of some assistance and some help for you, and I hope that, you know, with the things that he said about coming up and helping you to be who you are and being your true mission, you know, you've got some warning that your memories are coming and that these amazing things are going to be happening for you. So you are all truly blessed, as he said, and he's grateful for the work and everything that you're doing. And that's what we've got to be prepared for. We're only in preschool stage, as he said, and there's still a lot to be done in the sense of work as the new earth forms and many other things that are going to be happening while new earth is forming. So it's a privilege to be part of it. And as the Pleiadians said, they're always there to help us. They're willing to, you know, be called upon anytime. They're so proud of us. So any of those questions about Jasara, about medbeds, about governments, I hope it's all been answered. And if you enjoyed this, I'll ask them if we can do it again another time. And hopefully we'll be able to fill in more answers as we go along. Thank you so much. You are all truly blessed. Have a beautiful day, evening, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.